All right, y'all. All right, y'all. What is going on now? Okay. All right, y'all. This your girl Tony with Tony's Kitchen, Eat and Travel with Tony. We're here today to make an orange pineapple cake. This is actually at the request of my partner. He said I think his grandmother or his aunt, one of the two, used to make this for him when he was a kid. So he wanted to see if I can. Well, he wanted to see if I can make it for him, and I told him that I would try because I'm not sure what a recipe tastes like or anything, but I will definitely make sure this happens today. Y'all gonna go along for the process. So again, this is Tony with Eat and Travel with Tony. Make sure that you, of course, click that notification bell to, of course, receive all the videos that I upload to this channel. And then, of course, make sure that you subscribe as well. Said that backwards, but that's all right. You know what I meant. But make sure that you do both of those. So like I said, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this. I've already got all my ingredients measured out for the first time, I think, in the video. So I got my little sugar. I got everything measured out, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I got everything measured out. Only thing I don't have, let me see, over my face is the orange food gel, food coloring gel, if I need this. So let's go ahead and get into this. And I will put, of course, let me get my stuff, y'all. Because I don't need I already got it all measured out, but I just want to make sure I tell y'all what's going on while I'm going through this process. But I already have it. You see all my little measuring cups and all that kind of stuff back here. My little notebook with the recipe. I got the pans on the stove too, waiting. Stove is on 350, warming up. So I want to make sure that I kind of talk y'all through this a little bit as I'm going through. But like I said, all the ingredients will be in the description of the video. So getting started, of course, there's 1.5 sticks of butter. And then, of course, 2 cups, 1.5 sticks of butter to, of course, smooth and to get on whipped up. And then, of course, adding the sugar. So we'll go ahead and get into that. But I do want to let you know that as I go through, like I said, I will tell you what I put in all these mixes that I've made in the bowls and in the cup when I get to it. So let's just go ahead and start with the butter, y'all. Uh-oh. I just threw my... Y'all, I said I measured everything out, which I tried to. The only thing I didn't measure out was the other half, the half of the butter, but that's all right. But let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Let me turn this on down so y'all can see what's going on here. Let me get this on down here. All right now, Get on over mangoes. There we go. So I got my 1 stick of butter, and like I said, I have to measure out the other half, y'all. And everything is softened. It has been sitting out, just to let y'all know too. It ain't just up here and don't know what's going on, but it's been sitting out. So let me measure my half of stick of butter. Half a stick of butter is 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I always try to mark my butter in the middle, so I'm not in the middle, but in the middle of it is in the middle, because that's 4 tablespoons. And then go ahead and put it on there, y'all. Okay. Alrighty now. Let me stick this into the fridge, y'all, because it is soft. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get this bad boy going. So like I said, we are making orange pineapple cake today. I will, of course, I'm just making the cake is going to be orange. As he said, his grandmother or aunts had the cake layers were orange cake, but in the middle there was pineapple preserves. And I have a jar of pineapple preserves that I'll be putting, once the cake gets all arranged and all that kind of stuff, I'll put that in the middle too. So like he said, so hopefully it'll be the cake that like I said, that she had. If not, that's okay. I'm making an attempt today. So that's what matters to me. So like I said, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna, and I got my little thing over here, y'all. I need to just get the sides down with that. Let me go ahead and get that thing. I don't like using it all the time, but I keep forgetting we have a dishwasher, so I don't have to worry about it. But let me go ahead and get this done, y'all. Needs some kind of light. I don't know what, but whoops. So we're going to go ahead and start adding some sugar in, y'all. And like I said, this is 2 cups of sugar. I already got it measured out. So it's 2 cups of sugar. So I'm going to add a little bit of this at first. Forgot to show y'all that. I'm just pouring it the other way. That's all right. That is gradually. Let me add at least, that's about a cup. Should be. Okay. And let's go ahead and get this on mixed on up. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the sugar to y'all, just to let you know. Add the rest of the sugar. Okay. That was loud. That was loud. Okay. And you're supposed to beat the sugar, of course, whenever you're making cakes until it's it all comes together and it's fluffed out as much as it can be, which might take a few minutes. All right, y'all, it's time for the eggs. I'm beating in 1 egg at a time, y'all. 1 egg at a time. And I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, add a drop or two of the orange flavor. I mean, not orange flavoring, Lord. Orange color. That's what I was trying to say. There we go. There we go. All right. Like I said, I do want it to look orange. I guess I put it that way. And, of course, taste orange. So let me go ahead and get this all mixed up, y'all. The pretty color change. Looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right now. All right now. Okay, look, that color change was beautiful, y'all. So next we're going to start adding the flour and the liquid mixture. So the flour mixture is 3 cups of cake flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And I already have that, like I said, in the bowl here. Well, you can't really see it, but that's okay. But I already have that in the bowl. You'll see it once I start pouring it. But for our liquid mixture, I have 3/4 a cup of frozen orange juice concentrate that's thawed, 1/4 cup of canola oil or vegetable oil, your choice, and a half a cup of milk, and 1 teaspoon of orange extract. So I already have that too. And you probably can't see it, but like I said, once I start pouring it, I'm sure you'll definitely see it as well. But I do have that already ready to go. And it wants me, according to the directions, to start with, starting in with the dry ingredients. So let's go ahead and throw some of these dry ingredients up in here. And like I said, the description will be in the video. And I also want to note that I'll put in the video in the description too, just in case you don't have a mixer or don't have a hand mixer and you want one. Like I said, I'll definitely put that in the put the link in the description down below too, and a set of mixing bowls just in case you need that, so that you can make these awesome cakes and stuff that I'm making, y'all. So let's go ahead and get that all mixed on in there. And yes, you will have flour flying everywhere. Only thing about making any cake. Of course. You don't have flour, y'all. You don't have flour. All right now. You're going to have flour flying everywhere. And I'm hoping y'all can still see, because I know this flour is getting up here. Let me get a piece of a napkin. Just in case. Okay. And this smells so good already, y'all. Smells so good. So good, y'all. Smells like oranges up in here. Pour more flour mix. Okay. And let's go ahead and get that mixed on in. I'm going to stir this just a little bit so it won't be so much flour residue all around, y'all. Trying to just get it on in there a little bit. Ready? Let me scrape down. Mm. And y'all, this is the rest of the flour. Rest of the flour, y'all. Rest of the flour. Going up in here. All right. We'll get some of this. Okay. Okay, y'all, I have gotten, let me get this flour everywhere. Okay, y'all, I have gotten the cake mix as y'all just saw made. That's the orange cake mix. And what I'm about to do now, like I said, I already got the oven, I'm talking to y'all and got the thing over. I already got the oven warming up, y'all, for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get some pans. I already got my pans over there. And get everything, of course, sprayed down and all that. Let me go ahead and get this out of here so I can move this out of the way. Okay. Okay, I'm just moving this out the way, y'all. Okay. Let's set it over there. Okay. So like I said, what I'm doing now, I'm actually just trying to make sure everything in the cake bowl is mixed up. But I'm about to get the pans over here. I only got 2 pans and it's supposed to be 3 layers. So I'm going to have to bake 2 and then come back and bake another one. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get this this cake mix on into the first 2 pans. But I got to get those bad boys sprayed first. So let me get the spray on. I don't have them sprayed yet because I normally don't spray them right away until I'm about to get ready to put the cake in there. So the cake mix in there. Clean up as I'm going a little bit, y'all. And this first pan, I have 2 different kind of pans. This is a Fat Daddy's 8-inch. They're both 8-inch cake pans. I should have got these off of this thing because it's hot over there, the oven. So like I said, these are 8-inch and I believe 2 inches deep too, y'all. 8-inch by 2 inches deep, whatever the word is. But it's 8 inches, 8-inch cake pan. Like I said, some of them do come in like 1.5 inch for mine or 2. So just keep that in mind, y'all, mine or 2. But if you have a 1.5 inch, you may be able to use that. I'm sure you can use that. You may have to make 4 layers instead of 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray these pans right now. I'm just spraying them, y'all, over the sink. So I don't want to have any stuff all around. I'm putting as much spray up in here as I can, y'all. As I can. All right. Okay, y'all. Now I know I'm not a pro at measuring this cake mix out into these pans, but that's all right. We're going to get it today. So let me go ahead with the first one, y'all. Move this on out the way. Move this on back. All right. Move it on back. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to make 3 layers. And like I said, this is the first 2 layers. I'm going to go ahead and just pour some mix on up in there. Like I said, I'm hoping it is even as possible. I don't know. I can't tell you, but I'll gonna look now. Because I never can get these exact. I don't think nobody can probably get them exact unless you're a machine. So, none of us are machines. So, it's okay. Trust me on that one. Trying to get this so the mix ain't falling all around the place. Okay. I may need to use a spoon instead of this thing, y'all. Let me set this over here. So I'm going to have to use a spoon or something because that's a little bit too much for me. Okay, and it's taking too much time for me to do it that way. So let me go ahead. I'll just spoon a little bit more in here, y'all. And it's in there as quite as I like it, y'all. So yeah, I think that's okay for that layer. I'm just going to set this back room, but actually let me put a little bit more. Put a little bit more. A little bit more, y'all. A little bit more. And you can, like I said, pour your cakes into the pan as you please, however you please. But like I said, this today is going to work for me because this is a little bit too much to try to do. Just pouring it because I can't see what all's going in there, y'all. So I'm just going to use this method today. It's going to have to work today, y'all. And I got my measuring cups. I could have used one of those I just thought about, but that's all right, too. That's all right. I'm just going to pour this on in there, y'all, because this is going to work for me. Like I said, today is a little bit easier because I can't tell what's what. And I want to make the layers as even as I can. Like I said, nobody gets them straight away, I'm sure, but I could be wrong. If you get your layer straight away and it's always even, let me know in the comments because I definitely want to know. And also let me know if you're going to be making this cake. Like I said, this is I know it smells good already, and it's going to be an awesome cake. I will make the cream cheese. It's going to be pineapple cream cheese frosting. I'll make that too. Instead of just regular frosting. Trying to see. I have to ask them what icing was it. Was it pineapple or was it orange? But I'll find out. So it just depends on what he says, y'all, what it was back in the day. So I'll find out. And I'll let y'all know when I get these, before I make it, of course, what's going on and all that. Let me get some of this off of here. I know I can use my little thingy for that. But I want to make sure I can get some of this as even as I can, y'all. So I want some nice little, pretty thick layers, y'all. Some nice little layers up in there. Okay, that's all I'm going to use for that, y'all. That's all I'm going to use for that. So like I said, I got my layers done into the pans. Let me even this out just a little bit. Even though when it bakes, it's going to even itself, but I just want to make sure I move it up a little bit. There we go. So I got both my pans. And like I said, these are 8-inch pans, 2-inch thick. So they're about to go into the oven. They're going to bake for about 25 minutes, y'all. 25 to 30 minutes. And of course, I come back and check on them, make sure they're baking okay and rising okay and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be back, y'all, in about 25 minutes to let y'all know how these bad boys are coming out. And of course, I'll show y'all once I get it out the oven too. So I'll be back, y'all. Like I said, I know in y'all land, when you're viewing this, it's going to be like right, like in 1 second. But I do want to still say, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And of course, click the notification bell to receive all the videos that upload from here on out. Excuse me again, this is Tony's Kitchen. Don't say Tony's Kitchen, but it says a pinch of patience, a dash of kindness, a spoonful of laughter, and a heap of love. I love that quote up there, y'all. I got that from Temu too. So like I said, definitely this is Tony's Kitchen. So I'll be back in about 25, 30 minutes to show y'all how these cakes are turning out, y'all. Be right back. All right, y'all, I am back. I did not come back to show y'all all the layers of the cake because I got one more in the oven still baking, even though I said that, but that's all right. Forgive me for that, y'all. But we're going to go ahead and get into making this pineapple cream cheese. So I have my stand mixer for this one, and I'll put a link in the description just in case you need a stand mixer as well, so that you can pick one of those bad boys up too from Amazon. So like I said, definitely I'm going to go ahead and make the cream cheese. So for the recipe for the cream cheese icing, well, cream cheese, buttercream, I have 1 stick of butter, and I have 2 8-ounce packs of cream cheese. I'm going to be putting in here. I also have some pineapple. I bought some pineapple tidbits earlier, and of course I'm using just the juice out of that. I'm tempted to put some pineapple in there actually, but I know we have the preserves. I don't want to mix up the flavors and it tastes kind of strange, but like I said, I will definitely be using the pineapple juice because in that can it was in the real juice, so I'll be using that. like a little bit of salt too. So, and of course, powdered sugar. So, so let's go ahead and get into making this, y'all. All right. We got our everything set up. Let me go ahead and get this butter. Like I said, I'm using 1 stick of butter. You pour this on in there, or put this on in there as soon as they come off this pack. Good Lord, there we go. All right. And I have the 2 packs of Crisnine cheese, y'all. As soon as I get these packs open, and I believe these are the generic kind for Walmart. You can use whatever you want to use. If you want to use Philadelphia, use that. That's up to you, or a different kind of cream cheese. But like I said, I've gotten the generic over the years, and it's been fine for me and the customers that, of course, have purchased from me. So I haven't had any kind of arguments about the cream cheese. I put it that way. So, because you normally can't really taste all that stuff once you get it in there anyway. So it tastes about the same. I haven't noticed any difference myself, actually. Uh-oh, I done got cream cheese all up here, y'all. Goodness gracious, already. All right, let me try to get some. I'm trying to get some of this cream cheese off of this pack, y'all. Make sure I have all my little cream cheese up in here. All right, so that's one. And we have another one, y'all. Here comes number 2. Here comes, as soon as I get this pack open too, here comes number 2. All right. Here we go. Uh-oh, no. Let me get this all the way open because I can't get it. There we go. Go on in there, cream cheese. What in the world? It's scared to come out the package, y'all. The cream cheese is taking all day to come out this pack. So it's actually tore up, but that's okay. It's supposed to come out like a big chunk, but that's all right. It happens, y'all. It happens. I got to get all this cream. There's a lot of cream cheese left in this dumb packet. So let me go ahead and get that. All right. All right, cream cheese. There we go, cream cheese. All right. Goodness gracious. All right. Now I'm going to start putting in some powdered sugar, y'all. And actually, right before I do that, let me add a little pinch of salt to this. I'm just using my finger as a pinch. I'm not measuring anything. But if you want a measurement, I would say about 1/4 of a teaspoon. So, okay, let's go ahead and pour some powdered sugar. My recipe calls for 6 cups. We'll see how many we get up in here, y'all. And the bags I'm using are from Walmart. They're 32 ounce. So, of course, that's 4 cups per bag. So, and this is probably about the powder. Probably about 1-2 cups going in right now. Actually, it's more than 2 cups. Probably about 2.5 going in right now, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and get this bad boy on down here. I'm about to add some more pineapple juice to it, y'all. And whenever I make my icing, just know that I usually just play it by sight. I guess I put it that way. Depends on how it's looking, how it's tasting, that kind of thing. It depends on when it's done for me. I would advise you you to do the same, because some recipes may call for 5, 6, 7, 8 cups of powdered sugar, and sometimes that makes it way too sweet. So let's keep that in mind. Let me taste a little bit of this. How thick is this? I'm trying to see how thick this is, if it's even spreadable. And I think I need some more liquid up in here because I think it's going to turn up my cake. Not soft, actually, which is fine, but I need some more liquid. So just know when you're making buttercream, well, this is a cream cheese frosting, actually, but when you're making a cream cheese frosting or buttercream or any frosting for that matter, just like I said, play it by taste and sight, I guess I put it that way, as to how fluffy your icing is looking and as to how it's tasting to you, because unless you're serving to a client, but you still want to taste it anyway to see what it tastes like and make sure that it's tastes okay for you all, and not too sweet and not too sugary or grainy or that kind of thing. Like I said, because icing sometimes can turn out that way. Whether you're using cream cheese or not, it really doesn't matter, but it can turn out that way. So be careful with that, y'all. And like I said, just play it by taste and sight as you go through. Like I said, I'm going to add some more pineapple. What I just added the last time of this combined is probably another tablespoon and a half, actually. I think I just threw a piece of pineapple on there too, but that's all right. A small piece, but that's all right. Sure to be fine. Sure to be fine. Trying to make sure I got the bottom down here. And always check your bottom, y'all, to make sure that everything is mixed thoroughly and all the way through. Because sometimes it can be stuff at the bottom still that's not mixed. And I did just add a little bit of orange extract just to make it stand out just a little bit, just to make sure it has some type of flavor more than just the cream cheese and the pineapple. All right, y'all. I'm almost at the end. I'm going to let this beat for like another few minutes. Or about another minute, just to make sure that it's fluffy enough for me to, of course, like I said, to spread. And you want to make sure the same when you're making your icing as well. Make sure it's fluffy enough, y'all. Not just fluffy enough for the cake, but I mean fluffy enough for your liking, so that when you do icing it, depends on how you're going to ice it, it'll look nice in your cake too, and not grainy or anything like that at all. And this frosting looks perfect, or this cream cheese frosting, icing, whichever the word is. I don't know which one it is, y'all, but it looks awesome. Very, very creamy, as you can tell. So I never understood the difference between frosting and, I think I said that last time. I didn't even look it up, y'all. I'll do a video about it. I'm not going to do a video about it, but I will definitely look it up. So I'm just curious to know what's the difference. So my thing is, it just seems like it's just the words for me, so being used. All right, y'all. The cream cheese frosting is done. So what I'm going to do now, I get all the cake layers out of the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and let those cool probably for like another 30, 40 minutes to an hour, just to make sure they're all the way cooled down before I start putting any frosting, preserves, anything, or cutting them, anything on them. So like I said, I'll be back in a bit. About an hour. Make sure that you, of course, have already subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell to receive all the videos I upload from this point here on out. If you ain't seen the ones back then, go check them out too. I'll be back, y'all. All right, y'all. We're about to go ahead and make this, put this cake together. I guess I put it that way. This orange pineapple cake together. So, I got all my cake layers up here. I did have to cut one just to get like a little bit of the bulge off. I guess I put it that way, but if your layers baked up even, you don't even have to do that. But mine didn't, so I had to do that. So, let me move some of this over, because I already have the my cake. They're still on the wires, just to let you know. I have a little cooling wires. So I'm trying to move some of this stuff on this table. So let me go ahead and drop this on down there. Let me show y'all what I'm doing, and y'all can see it too. I'll put it that way, y'all. Shoot. I hope I ain't too much in the way. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. So, like I said, I already put my layers have cooled. I had to cut one down a little bit, and I'll show you that whenever I get a chance to put it on. But this is how my cake layers, they're all turned out. They're about an inch thick, maybe. One of those maybe like a little inch and like a fourth maybe, but they're okay, y'all. Don't worry about that. So, so I got my icing ready to go. Trying to get all my stuff together. Y'all. So I do have actually have a piping bag because I'm going to be putting with the fat round tip. So I'm going to be making like a little dwell on the, what is it called? Not a dwell. A moat. I don't know. A circle outside the cake. Put it that way. It's not another word, y'all. But I'll be making like a little barrier on the outside of the cake. I'm going to pipe it on there so that I can, of course, put the preserves in the middle so they won't fly out the side of the cake and the cake is moving and all this kind of stuff going on. But before I do that, I do want to, of course, put a little bit of icing, of course, in the middle. So it can be like I said, a little bit of icing in the inside with the preserves. And do note on the bottom of this cake, which I did not say, I did put like a little dollop of icing on there too, so this cake won't be sliding around either. So like I said, I did do that. I did that already. That was when I put this on there, which I didn't show y'all that, but I had already done it already. So hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. Taking a dollop and putting it on the bottom layer right up under this, on top of your cake pan, that prevents it from sliding as well. And like I said, this is not going to look pretty. I'm just putting the icing on her, y'all. That's all you need to do. Unless you want to do yours different, then ice yours different. But this is how I'm doing mine today. It's not going to be the beautifulest, most immaculate looking cake with the sides all neat and clean and all that. And that's because it's a homemade cake, and I like mine to have a little bit of a feel of homemade too. Not saying that the bakery style, nothing's wrong with that. That's fine, but like I said, I like to have like some little like you just put the icing on with the spoon or something. I guess I don't know what it's called, y'all. But like I said, my cake won't be, of course, looking whipped and straight edged, I guess, today. So like I said, mine will be just regular smegular, because that's how I like it, y'all. And I'm not that good, hint, I'm not that good at making that either. I put it that way. Making the edges all, not edges, but the sides of the cake all beautiful and uniform, flat, and all that kind of stuff. I've tried, which I have done it. It just takes me a lot longer, which I don't think the time right now is necessary. And that's not the kind of cakes I want to make. So I've took decorating cake classes and all that, and that's not the kind of stuff I want to do, y'all. That's just not me. So that's not your girl. Like I said, I'm not the best at it. I can decorate, but I'm not the best, like immaculate. Everything looks so neat and clean and all that. So I still be having some little lines and stuff going on up in there. And like I said, getting back to this cake, like I said, this is all I'm doing is just taking a row of icing across on the outside. So when I stack the other cake, like I said, when I put the preservatives in there and stack the other cake, it won't be sliding and all that kind of stuff going on. So that's what I'm doing with that, y'all. And like I said, I have a jar of preserves. Adrian got these preserves. I don't know where he bought them, from one of the specialty stores somewhere. I don't remember where, because it's been a long time since we have gotten these. Not that long. Like, it's been years, and I'm serving him some bad stuff. But it's been at least a little while. Like I said, sometime this year, I believe. But because he always buys like different jellies and preserves and hot sauces, different spices and stuff like that. He loves to buy stuff like that because he like I said, he does cook. So he does use a lot of those things when he does cook and stuff like that too. And then we, of course, experiment with stuff too. So we want to experiment and see what stuff tastes like and all that kind of stuff too. So, and both of us kind of do that too. So just to see what stuff tastes like. And before I'm putting this preserves on the cake, I am moving it around in this jar. Just trying to get it a little bit soft and make sure that it's a little bit gooey so I can get it on there. And I'm not trying to put a lot on here, just to let you know. It's not going to be packed with preserves where there's a whole layer of preserves and the cake is 15 inches high. It's not going to be that at all. So like I said, it's going to be some preserves up in here though, just to make sure you can taste them. So I don't want too much, because of course if you do put too much, even though I said the barriers to prevent anything from sliding, but still, if you're putting too much and trying to transport this bad boy, it could, of course, kind of shift a little. So you want to make sure it doesn't. And this ain't going nowhere, y'all. This is at home. We at home, so this will be his cake. So So I got that done. So let me go ahead and put the next layer. And all I'm doing, like I said, I put a thin layer of icing, then a thin layer, as thin as I can get of preserves. Because you know when you're working with preserves, of course, it's going to look like lumps of like the fruit. And this is pineapple, so it's going to be lumps of pineapple in there. So then, like I said, the barrier helps. And like I said, this other cake is going right on top of this. I'm just going to smush this down just a little bit. Just smush, 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 just a little bit. To make sure it's on there and it's not going nowhere. I put it that way. I got some crumbs on the side, which is all right, though, too. But I want to try to get some of it off really quickly. Well, you don't have to do this part, y'all. I just want to make it a little bit neat. That's all. So when you see it. Because he's actually getting dressed and stuff. So like I said, just trying to get some of these little dibble-dabbles off. And let's go ahead and put another thin layer of icing up here, y'all. Another thin layer of icing. And this is how it's going to go for the whole entire cake. Except for the outside, of course, because you got to make sure you got some icing around the sides. It's not going to be a naked cake. Naked cake meaning that it doesn't have any icing on the sides. But I am going to have icing on the sides, so it's not going to be a naked cake, y'all. But you can make your cake that way if you so desire. That's up to you. Like I said, this is how I'm showing y'all on this video, so you can do it like I'm doing. Or do it, or put your own little flair in and do it your own way. I put it that way. Always feel free, because like I said, when you're cooking and baking, you can always do things like that, just to give it like a little flair and all that kind of stuff to it. Add your own pizzazz. I guess I put it that way. I like that. So let me go ahead and pipe another line of icing around this bad boy on this layer. Piping the icing on here. Piping the icing on there. There we go. So let me get some more preserves and put them in the middle. And like I said, this is pineapple. This is an orange pineapple cake. So I'm sure you can do this with any other preserves, any other type of cake as well, just to keep that in mind. If you want to just experiment with orange and strawberry or whatever you want to do with it, I guess. Or an entire pineapple cake. And like I said, you can definitely feel free to just experiment. So I know you can use other preserves. Strawberry, jelly. Well, I wouldn't say just use regular jelly, but I'm sure if you're making a peanut butter and jelly cake, I'm sure you probably can. Like I said, this is pineapple and orange, so. But I'm sure you can use other preserves too. And do the same thing with other flavors of cake. And at some point, of course, I'll show y'all some more flavors of cake too. And bake some more for y'all. And let me know in the comments what kind of cake y'all would like to see. What flavors of cake, I guess I put it that way, y'all would like to see. I definitely want to know. Oops, I want to put too much. So I definitely want to know. Oh, make it out. I think I'm in the light, y'all. I hope y'all can still see. I was in the light a little bit. My bad. Because I'm on my table, and usually I'm not on the table. I'm over there on the counter. But I figured we needed some more light, so I came on over here on the table. Came on over here on the table, y'all. And again, like I said, I'm just putting the preserves on here, same way I just did the other layer, to make sure to have some flavor on this layer. Okay, so now it's time for the last layer, and I'm actually going to flip this over. I'm hoping I'm not breaking the cake. There we go. I'm going to flip this over, y'all. Okay, so it'll be flat on the top with that flat bottom. But if you don't want that, do it as you please. Please do it as you please if you don't like that. So, but like I said, that's what I like doing with my top layer, making it as flat as I can with the little top, putting the bottom that was on the pan on top. I like that. So I'm just going to smush, as you see me still pushing this down to make sure it's going to stick and stay on here. We don't, like I said, we don't want anything shifting, even though it's not being transported, but still. It's going into the fridge, so that's what matters. And I'm not putting preserves on this layer, y'all. Just keep that in mind. Some people may. I'm not. This is just going to be all icing from here on out. I'm going to put the rest of this icing out of this bag in here, too. This is going to be all icing from here on out, y'all. As soon as I get all this icing out of here. And I may, well, That's okay, because I was just thinking, y'all, I could have actually put some little dollops on top, but I didn't just squeeze all the icing out of there. So that's all right. That is all right. That don't matter, y'all. It's all right. All right. All right. Got my little icing pusher. I don't know what it's called. Scraper. My little utensil to put the icing on, y'all. All right. And I'm not making a crumb coat with this at all. I'm just icing the cake the way that I'm icing it. I guess I put it that way. So I'm not doing anything that special at all at this present time. But like I said, some people do crumb coat, meaning that you icing this really, really thin with a thin layer of icing. And then you come back and finish the rest. And get it really smooth and that kind of thing. Like I said, that I'm not doing. But it can be done, y'all. Trust me on that one. It's not as hard as it sounds, but you have to have the room in the fridge in order for you to get that icing on there. I guess I put it that way as well. I mean, the icing cool, and cool down the cake. Because with the crumb coat, you have to cool down the cake and the icing. So you just have to have the room in your fridge to do that with. And right now, there is not a lot of room in our fridge, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. So like I said, this is just going to be your regular schmegular, little cute little homemade cake. Regular schmegular cake. Regular schmegular. And like I said, y'all, this cake is not as hard to make. It's not hard to make at all. The main thing is just, of course, getting your cake, the actual cake itself made. I guess I put it that way. That's what takes a long time. The icing doesn't take as long. But like I said, baking the layers, that usually always takes the most time, it seems like, anyhow. But that's how it's supposed to be. So that is how it's supposed to be, y'all. That's how it's supposed to be. All right. I'm trying to get this icing on down the sides. And of course, I'm putting more, though. Like I said, it's not going to be a naked cake. It's going to be an actual thoroughly icing cake. So just trying to get some. And I cannot turn the camera around to icing it for you from one side because I won't be able to actually icing it myself. But because it'll be kind of strange for me to do. So hopefully you got the gist of the icing with the top. If you can use this little spatula type deal, or you can get a spoon to put it on there with. Back in the day, that's what we used, a spoon. Growing up, like I said, that's the old school way, but a spoons, but a regular spoon in your kitchen. So, oops, I just smushed my darn cake, actually. Oops. Sorry, cake. I just messed you up there. My bad. Oh my goodness. But like I said, you can ice it the way you know how. I have this little spatula tool, but leavening tool. I forgot the actual name of this thing, but I think it's just a regular spatula or a cake spatula. I think is what it's called. But like I said, I'm just icing it on down the sides, y'all. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, of course. And please let me know in the comments if you're going to make this cake for you and your household. Let me know. Or making it for a client or whatever else. Like I said, this is not for a client. I do have a business, a cookie business. And I do make cakes too. My favorite is, of course, pound cakes and bundt cakes and stuff like that. But I make layer cakes too. If you haven't seen, I made a red velvet cake a little while ago. And it's on this channel, so you can check it out. You can travel with Tony. But like I said, definitely check it out. But like I said, definitely make sure that you subscribe to my channel here, y'all. And click the notification bell to receive all the videos that I upload from here on out. And like I always say, if you ain't seen the ones that I've done before, go check them out too. Because I also have food recipes on this channel too. Some awesome, easy, quick meals and stuff like that you can make for you and your family. Some of them are crock pot meals. Some are one pot meals. So like I said, definitely there's some stuff that y'all can make. I'm pretty sure that. So like I said, go ahead and check it on out. And of course, feel free to share my channel with your family, friends. I do not mind, y'all. Trust me on that one. I do not mind. I'm getting a little bit of icing at the top. I'm trying to cut that down a little bit. But like I said, feel free to share this, y'all. I don't mind. The more the merrier. So they can come on here and see some, may not be the bakery looking cakes, but like I said, some beautiful cakes, some awesome recipes that they can make for their family as well. Like I said, the more who know, like I said, feel free to share. Don't be scared to do so. And others may not want you to share that kind of thing. I'm not one of those types. So you can feel free to share as much as you want on your social medias. Feel free. Oh, come on, Kate. Trying to get it icing down to the bottom. There we go. I couldn't get it at first. Because this little pan has like a little bit of an edge on it too. And I'm trying to make sure I get it on there. Get it all the way down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom. Like I said, I hope y'all, like I said, let me know if you're making this cake. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I definitely want to know. This is the 3-layer cake, and the red velvet cake I made on this channel as well. That was a 3-layer too. And I actually messed up that cake. Well, one of the layers, but just actually, I won't tell you. Just go look at the video. But like I said, y'all, I kind of did me a little doozy on that cake. I put it that way. Things weren't working well that day, so. But it still turned out dang on good because I had like 2 or 3 pieces of that cake. But so like I said, it turned out very, very good actually. Just wasn't working well that day, that's all. Uh-oh. Okay. And I said I wasn't going to smooth this, and I'm actually smoothing it now. A little bit now, actually. I have a lot of icing on one part. I'm trying to make sure I get it all spread kind of a little bit even around here, these parts. Just a little bit. Alrighty, Smitey. I think it looks good, y'all. Let me get that little piece of crumb up out of there. But I think it looks dang on good. I know it smells dang on good, too. So, can't wait to actually indulge in this, y'all. And I hope he likes it, too. So, uh-oh. Trying to cover up just those little pieces. Sometimes you get your little sides, and sometimes it doesn't be all. You can still see the side, the brown through the, or whatever color your cake is, through the little bit of icing that you have on it. So, I think it looks well, y'all. Like I said, this is going to be a immaculately icing cake, but I think it looks dang on good. I think it looks doggone good, y'all. And like I said, when I bake and make stuff, I'm all about the taste. All about the taste. All about the taste. So let me take this phone out of this stand, y'all, so y'all can get a better view of this cake. Let me flip it on around. Okay, there we go. I'm still in the light. Oh, I see a little spot that I need to put more icing on. See a little spot there, y'all. And if you see this on your cake, feel free to just take your spatula and get it on there. So like I said, this is how this is going to be looking, y'all. This is the cake for today. And like I said, this is an orange pineapple cake. So I hope you like the tutorial. So like I said, definitely that's my first time making this particular cake. I've made other cakes before, but not an orange pineapple. So hopefully, like I said, he likes it. I'll definitely let y'all know. Of course, I put that in the comments too. So with that, of course, again, this is your girl, Tony. This is Tony's Kitchen with Eat and Travel with Tony. Of course, make sure that you, of course, like I said, again, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to receive all the videos that I upload from here on out. Peace out, y'all, and have a great one. I love this quote, y'all. That's why I took y'all back to it. But like I said, peace out, y'all. Have a good one. And I'll put a few pictures at the end for y'all to check out, too. So, peace out.